Alright guys, so a little while ago I posted on my Facebook my 3 keys to success. And they were slow feet. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Slow feet, let the ball fall away, and finish the shot. Now, I also posted that I bet they didn't mean the same things to you, and you didn't interpret them the same way as I did. And I did that on purpose. You see, I get a lot of messages from people online asking for help with coaching. Being a bronze certified coach, soon to be a silver certified coach, people send me questions, and I'm more than happy to help with them. But it occurred to me when helping one person that maybe the way we talk to each other, the way we describe things, especially online, don't always match up from one person's brain to another. So I wanted to see what you guys thought it meant, and then let you know what it means to me. So to me, point 1 is slow my feet. Now, a lot of people think that means that I need to slow down my pace. So I need to, crawl to the line, go very, very, very slow. And it actually doesn't. To me, slow feet means taking the same pace, step to step. One of my biggest problems when I get tired is that I will take one slow step, and as I get to the line, I will increase my speed faster and faster and faster. That's my dog. And what that tends to... Thank you, Stormy. What that tends to do is throw my timing off, because I will start my arm swing at a certain pace, and my body will rush around it, which often causes my body to be very far in front of my ball when I get to the line, causing some really hinky timing, some really weird timing for me. So when I say slow my feet, I actually mean make sure that my pace from step to step to step to step is the same. Now that doesn't always mean that that's always what I'm going to do, but that's what I try to do. And then that allows me, if I need to increase my ball speed, to increase my pace to the line, but keep my pace the same through the entire shot. Similarly, when I'm slowing down, if I need to decrease ball speed, same thing. Steady pace through my shot. I say this because it's one of the number 1 questions I get when I tell somebody, the ball is behind them. And they say, oh, should I slow down? And then the next video they send me, because I always ask for videos when I help somebody out coaching, the next shot that they send me is them basically going as slow as possible with these really short steps, throwing their timing off even more. And that's not what I mean. So, it's good to understand. A lot of coaches will say this. Coaches used to say that to me when I was young, and I never understood it. So that's point 1 that I wanted to explain. How my mind, or maybe my words, may be different than what certain people interpret. And before I go on any further, I want to say it's not a bad thing that people interpret differently. We're all different human beings. All of our brains work differently. It's making sure that there is clarity with our words and explaining things that help. Boy, my beard's getting long. Holy moly. Anyway, part 2 of my keys to success was let the ball fall away. And I will bet you 99% of you thought that means let the ball fall away on my push away. Let the ball drop away. And you're wrong. Well, you're right and you're wrong. Yes, that is very important as part of your push away to allow the ball to fall away. at the point in your timing, in your personal timing, that it needs to drop away. However, there is a second part of your swing that it needs to drop away or fall away on, and that's in your backswing. And I have to give credit where credit is due. Jason D. over at the Rozone Pro Shop in Mississauga, who used to drill, Rozone used to drill all of our equipment for us. I have a lot of respect for Bill and a lot of respect for Jason, who are both extremely good bowlers. One day, Jason watched me throwing some shots, and he came up to me and he said, "You know, you're pulling your ball at the top of the swing." And I was like, "What are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not pulling the ball." And, oh, there you go. And then I threw another shot, and he says, "You're still pulling the ball." And it wasn't until after, because I'd been taking some video of myself, that I noticed that when I was getting to the top of my swing, to the top of my backswing, stop it! When I was getting to the top of my backswing, I was pulling down with my shoulder and my hand and my arm through my shot, which meant when you start to pull with your shoulder, you start to close that shoulder down. When you're pulling that shoulder down, you're now pulling that arm across your body, which is going to cause chicken wings, the old elbow out to the side. It's also going to cause your arm to cross your body. And it throws your timing off, because you're adding muscle to your shot. It's going to speed up your ball speed, so it's going to throw off your natural timing of the pendulum. It's not going to allow you to find that flat spot to get that ball moving so you can get it off your hand nice. It does so many things to your shot just by pulling it at the top of your swing. And it's not something that you can see by yourself. I can 100% attest to that, because I didn't believe him until I looked at video of myself, that I was getting to the top of my swing and I was pulling it. I was yanking the ball through. So when I say I have to let the ball fall away, while yes, it's true, I have to let the ball fall away in the front of the swing, it's actually more important to let the ball fall naturally in your backswing, so that you keep your proper swing plane and path, and once again timing. The third part of that little piece that I posted was finish the shot. And some of you may have gotten this, you may have heard this before. There is a very famous bowler on the Professional Bowlers Tour, somebody who I like a lot, I respect a lot, had a chance to bowl with, have had a chance to talk with, named Stuart Williams. Stuart has a very unusual style. When he gets to the bottom of the swing, his arm barely comes up. The ball flows off his hand, and he barely passes his knee when he follows through. While I respect him a lot, he is kind of my example of when I am not finishing the shot. Personally, not for anybody else. Because I feel like if I don't finish the shot, I stop extending my arm, I stop following through very, very low. And therefore I'm not putting my hand into it, I'm not working the circumference of the ball, allowing my hand to rotate around the cover of the ball, creating revolutions. I don't let it clear my thumb properly to get it onto my fingers. So I feel like it's what I picture I'm doing in my mind, even though I know I'm not. I picture myself throwing a shot like Stu Williams when I'm not finishing. And Stu's probably going to see this and he's going to be like, screw you. But I mean it with all respect, because he is also my example of the exception to the rule. See, everything that I have said so far works for me. It doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for somebody else. What Stu Williams does, he does better than anybody else in the world. doesn't necessarily mean he wants somebody else to do it. I have said time and time again that the best way to become a better bowler is to improve on your uniqueness. This is a term that I learned from Rick Benoit at Bowl U. Probably one of the smartest bowling guys, him and Brad Angelo, that I have ever met. Seriously, if you have a chance to go to a Bowl U camp, whether it's with Rick or any one of the coaches that he has taught, boy oh boy, you'll learn a lot. Anyway, I digress. One of the things he said in a camp that I went to was that no bowler bowls the same way. And if you try to bowl like someone else, you will never do it well because there is somebody who does it naturally better than you. And you can practice, and you can learn, and you can try to be better than the person that does it naturally, but they are always going to be naturally better than you at doing what they do, because it's what they do. And the only way to get better is to work on your uniqueness and learn ways to make your uniqueness the best it can be, because no one else can do it better than you. That's not to say that you are the best bowler in the world, or you will be the best bowler in the world. But even the best bowler in the world cannot do what you do better than you. They do what they do better than anyone else. So getting back to things, finishing the shot, for me, means getting to the bottom of the shot, working the circumference of the ball, and letting my arm flow naturally up to the top of my swing. Not pulling on it, not reefing on it at the bottom, not grabbing the ball with my hand. Because all these things will change your timing, they'll change your rotation, they will change your ball roll, they'll change your rev rate, they will change your reaction down lane. So by making it as natural as possible, you'll be able to repeat shots over and over and over again. And if you think about it, everything I've said in my keys to success has been about natural pacing, natural timing, natural follow-through for a repeatable shot. A steady, natural pace to the line. Not pulling on the ball on my swing. Not gripping it, grabbing it, allowing it to flow off and naturally extend. 2 lessons. 2 for the price of 1. So, this ended up being a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I thought it was important to talk about first what my keys to success are, 2 how we talk to each other. It's important to be descriptive so that other people understand. And 3, and the thing that is hardest to get through this thick skull a lot of the time, is relax, throw the ball, and have fun. So until next time, guys, this is Rob Johnson. We'll see you laneside.